So solve this. Sine 2x equals the square root of 3 over 2 and give the general solution. So if we look at this, 2x, we haven't seen something like that before. If you think of a sine function, what do you suppose the 2 does to the sine function? So think about transformations. If you're looking at the square root of 2x as opposed to the square root of x, how do you describe your transformation? So root x compared to root 2x. How do you describe that? Horizontal compression of a half. Okay, so this is going to give you a horizontal compression of a half, which means it's going to take you half the time to make a rotation. So instead of rotating every 2 pi, you're going to rotate every pi. Okay, so let's just do a substitution for a question like this. So every time you see something inside the trig function, I want you to say this: let a equal 2x. Then I've got an easy question. Sine a is equal to root 3 over 2. And that's just like all those bow tie questions I keep giving you. Here's where sine is positive. What is that reference angle? The angle with the sine of root 3 over 2 would be pi by 3. So the first solution, a, is equal to pi by 3. And the second solution is equal to pi subtract pi by 3. Is that what you're all getting? We got that? Okay. So then, if you're writing the general solution, you say plus n times 2 pi. Plus n times 2 pi. And then you say, oh, wait a minute, I'm not supposed to solve for a, I'm supposed to solve for x. So instead of writing a, you change a to 2x equals pi by 3 plus n times 2 pi. Instead of a, I'm saying 2x equals 2 pi by 3 plus n times 2 pi. Thank you. Okay, now if I want to solve this, watch this closely. Remember, I kept making a point of saying don't divide by 2, multiply by a half. Dividing by 2 is the same as multiplying by a half. This is where it's going to help you. Multiply by a half, multiply by a half. This distributes to both terms. The 2's cancel. I get x equals pi by 6 plus n pi. Over here, same thing. Take both sides and multiply by a half. The 2's cancel, and I get x equals, distribute this to the first term, I get 2 pi over 6. That's just pi by 3. Plus, multiply, the 2's cancel, n pi, where n is an integer. This is an advanced question. The others are basic. This one will be more challenging.